These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Over!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Here's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Skirts by him at the 35, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Over!
From the gun, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it pops breaks free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw again. Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, spinning away. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
They'll go with Foreman, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. And worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jackson on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
On first down, Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Foreman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun! 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 Gun!
1st down, and they're going to throw without it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Move that!
first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watch him now, Barney.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
The pitch to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Give to Henry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
On third and long, it's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Detroit!
Throwing on third and long. Allen letting one go deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 2nd down, Williams. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Allen throwing on 3rd and long. It finds his target, Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The result, a 1st down, as a quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Switch.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And here come the Bills. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Throwing again. Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Foreman. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Dashing through the snow. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Again, it's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Right back to him on first down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. One last shot for Jackson. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though. It
was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Buffalo, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a slip-up that